Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So we're going to be starting a new project today. I don't know how many videos it will take. Not too many, I don't think. It's only a little project, but I thought it might be interesting for some of you to see it. So, okay, so I'll show you the idea first of all. Let me just take that out. So the idea is I want to have a little envelope folio. Now these envelopes are, I believe, 4.5 inches across by 6.5. So they're envelopes that came from a card making kit. Okay, now I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun is actually absolutely beaming through for a change. So, you know, I'm very happy sitting here, but it does mean that the video is a little bit bright sunshine. Anyway. So I want to make this little envelope folio. So I want it to open up like a booklet, and we're going to have, you know, pockets or something here. I want there to be a signature here, just a small one, for some papers, and then maybe some pockets and things. And then I also want you to be able to open it this way for more pockets, maybe another mini signature, whatever I can fit in basically. And then I need to decide whether to keep this pocket open. I might not, I haven't quite decided yet. So that's kind of the idea. So I need to, show you, show you the base. So I'm going to keep that one together, just in case I do forget, because yeah, sometimes envelopes and things confound me a little bit. Okay, so we want 4 envelopes of the same size. So the first 2 are the easiest, where we are going to put one flap inside the other envelope. So I'm thinking if I slip it in there, like so. That's it. And then I think I'm going to add some glue along this side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or am I actually? Let me just check. No, I need to get a 3rd envelope because that one is also going to slip in there. So we've got another flap and that one is going to slip inside here. So we've got one envelope inside the other, and that will be glued in. And then we've got a 3rd envelope. The flap of that one is going to be also glued into this pocket. That's it. And then for the 4th envelope, let me just check that that's all in so I can close it. I don't know if I need to put spines on any of these. I'll sort of see how I feel once I start getting pockets in and things. So that gives you the opening like normal, another opening for where the signature is going to go. And then we need the 4th envelope, which is going to come on the back. And then the flap is going to wrap around this envelope, so that the 3rd envelope that we added. So we've got one envelope inside another, we've got the 3rd envelope slipped inside that, and then this envelope is going to be glued onto the back one, and that gives you this piece. And then we have this this extra flap from one of the envelopes that's not really doing anything right now. Either we can glue it down to the front, we could have it be some kind of fun opening to the journal, or, and this is the option I'm going to do, I'm actually going to tuck it inside itself. So basically tucking inside this pocket, like so, because that's going to make that, because we've got a flap on each side of this pocket, that's going to make that nice and sturdy and strong. So yeah, I'm probably going to use that for something. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so right, we need to get the glue in. So I want to get some glue in. Where do I want to get the glue? So I think I'm going to start by gluing this flap onto the envelope. So I'm going to use, where's my Kalal? Here it is. I'm going to use Kalal for this just because then I can move things around. I hope that made sense what I had. I think the biggest thing that this video is going to be is just a reminder to get out your envelopes and just have a bit of a play, because that's all I did to get this idea. Is I just got a bunch of envelopes and just started sort of putting them together until I found something that I thought would be interesting and different. I'm not keeping any of the envelopes open as pockets, apart from this one here. So that's the only one I want to keep open. Okay, so I need to make sure that we glue everything in. So that back envelope now is glued on just fine. So that's that bit done, so that's good. Next we need to glue this shut. So I'm going to use the art glitter glue for that, just so that I know it's in there. Okay, so that'll be this envelope glued in. I've never made one of these before, so I think that's everything. We only had to glue 2 places. So I just want to check that I still have my pocket open that I wanted, and something has moved. So I just want to, like I said, I might have to put spines in things, and that's fine. I'm kind of expecting to need to do that. I'm just going to give that going to fold that over. There we go. So we've got this open. So yeah, all we need to do then is glue these flaps in. So if I grab this one and I'm going to use the Kalal so that I've got wiggle room. I'm going to put some glue on the flap. And that is to go inside there. That. Like I said, because I'm not keeping any of the envelopes open as pockets themselves, I don't have to worry about where I'm putting glue too much. Okay, and then there was another one like that, which is this one, I believe. This one. So I'm going to again put some glue on this flap and then just tuck it in. Okay, let's just whoop. God, it's a messy project with all the glue. There we go. And my purpose for this project is I was trying to come up with ideas for projects that would be good to use up leftover digitals. So I'm sure we all get it. You know, you finished a project and you've got papers and digitals and ephemera left over and you're not sure what to do with them. You don't want to make another full-blown journal, so you just want to make, you know, a little project. That's what this was intended for. Okay, so yeah, we've still got a pocket. So right, let's review. What have we got? So we've got an opening to either pockets or a signature. I'm not sure where I'm going to put things, but that could be a signature in here or just pockets. Ooh, glued things together, of course I have. There we go, I'll just get rid of that. Like I said, because I wasn't keeping any pockets open, I just put glue everywhere. But we're going to cover that with some papers shortly. So yeah, that's fine. So again, this can be pockets or a signature, depending on which way round I do things. And then we've got a pocket here, nice sturdy pocket, and we've got a spot here for either a signature or some pockets. Now I'm just going to leave that open so that I don't I don't mess with my system. So I hope that was I hope it was clear what I'm doing. But essentially, like I say, it's just a case of grabbing your envelopes and seeing what you can come up with. Okay, what I do want to do is, I'm aware of the fact that I want to strengthen a few of these spots where I might have signatures or where things are flapping. So because I'm just going to cover right the way over this with my papers, I'm going to just use some of this strong tape and just cut that down. I'm not going to mat them on video because it will take a while, and of course I need to make decisions over what papers I'm putting where and stuff. But I thought I would at least start the video so you could see the building of it, and then obviously from there I can go off and do the boring part, and then come back and yeah, we can put some pockets in and some ephemera pieces, which I've already got made for the most part, which is good. Right, so that's one. And then I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm probably just going to do the same across all of these pieces. So essentially wherever I've joined envelopes together, I'm just going to run the tape across. That will make it easy. That's that. Okay, so that's that one. So that's my front, that's the next part, and the back part. No, the back part's already, yeah, the back part. Here is the back part, here's the back part. Oh goodness. I love working with envelopes, I really do, because you can do some really interesting, fun things with them. But I must say, they do half confuse me sometimes, just with their flipping, flapping and everything, which is why in a minute I'm going to write down which way round my envelopes go, so that I can't possibly forget. So that's that way. Yeah, so already it feels much stronger with the tape. I'm always impressed with how adding tape can really make a project feel much better in your hand. I just might need to just realign things, and as I say, if I need to put spines in things, then I will do. But we'll do all of that part together. I just don't want to do the matting of papers with you, because I just think, yeah, it'll be a bit long and tedious, and I'll run out of things to say. Okay, so we're going to open like a book like this. So if I write down front, and we're this way up. So we open like a book, we open again, and then we've got our pocket, nice strong pocket, and we've got our back piece. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. Okay, so that is the basis of it. Before I stick down my papers, I'm going to ink around all of the edges because I'm just using bog standard white papers. I haven't tea dyed them because tea dyeing envelopes can sometimes make them weaker, because obviously you're getting them wet, and you know, with all the flip flaps and opening and all the rest of it, I didn't want to make these weak, because these are, even though they come from a card making kit, you know, they're pretty good strong envelopes, so I didn't want to weaken them. So yeah, I'll go around with some inking and maybe some stamping or something, and then it will just be a case of matting my papers which, just so you know, these are the papers that I've got left over. They are from the Journal Boat, and I think it's her pink memento kit. I've got quite a few left over because I only used a handful of them in one of my secret garden journals, which are coming. I'm just working on them slowly but surely. So I've got all of these beautiful, beautiful papers to use up, and then I've got backing sheets, and then just for good measure, I've got a few other digitals from the Journal Boat as well, just in case I run out, but I don't think I will. And I chose these for this project because a lot of the pages have this kind of interesting collaging on them, and even though I have to lose the border, size-wise they're pretty spot on for this size folio. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mat most of this. Just sticking things where they shouldn't be. I'm going to mat most of this. I might not do the cover because I don't know what I want for the cover yet. But basically I wanted to show you the basis of getting this done. So from here, I'm going to go off, get everything matted that I think should be done at this stage. And then when I come back, and depending on how long this is, I might put this together. I'll at least come back in this video and show you them matted, and then we might have to do a second video where I start putting in the signatures and ephemera, because these are the pieces I've got for it. I've got, you know, pockets and bits and pieces like this left over from the Secret Garden project, which I thought colours wise these pieces go really nice with this kit. So these are the pieces that are going to go in, and then I've got a few embellishments and a few tags and things that we might end up using. So I'll leave it there. I will hit pause and I will come back, and you'll see a pretty folio hopefully. At least the paper's matted. Alright, speak soon. Bye bye for now. Okay, I've got all of the pages matted, apart from the front, because I thought we could do that part together. Let me just pop that out of the way. Okay, so I knew that I wanted to use one of the middle parts of the pages, you know, when I said that she's got some really cool collaging in them. So I knew that I wanted to use one of those, and I chose this one. And what I've done is I've torn around it so it looks kind of scrappy. And then I started building stuff up to go around it. So I'm going to get the book page layer down first, and I'm going to use the collage so that it gives me room to move things around as I need to. So yeah, I thought we would do the cover together because, you know, there's a few layers to it, and it might be interesting for you to see what you know, what I've gone for. So hopefully we can get our glue to play ball. I really need to, I need to do some glue maintenance. I need to clean my glues and things. So it is the next morning. I was matting the pages after dinner last night, and yeah, I didn't get a chance to come back and finish the video, so it is the next morning. And sadly the sun has gone and it's now just overcast. Overcast morning. Okay, so we'll go like that. And then the inking that I did all around everything was with, I used tea dye. So it's given it a really nice, like, grungy look around everything, but you know, it's not super dark or anything. I think it goes quite nicely with the kit, really. Okay, so we've got that, and then I've got a couple of bits of doily, which I thought I would slip in. So for that, I'm going to use the art glitter glue because it's got all kinds of holes in, and I want to make sure that, you know, the glue doesn't seep through and look all gross. Art glitter glue obviously dries clear, so, and I can get around all these little bits. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you like this little project. I'm having fun, actually, a lot of fun, working on all these little projects at the moment where, you know, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So let me just check. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's been really nice just to get a few, you know, smaller things done, and yeah, just, yeah, having a lot of fun with it. So this doily won't add much, it's just to add a little bit of something else, I guess. And I thought the doily look went quite nicely with the kit. You know, all the pretty pastel colours and pretty pinks, all of that. And I'm hoping if we get time, should get time, I want to get the, what's it called? The ephemera glued in today. I won't get much time, I don't think I'll get any time to embellish, but most of the pieces are already embellished anyway. But I thought we could, yeah, do that part together as well. And then I'll come back and do another video for making the notebook that I'm going to go with it. It's not anything, you know, fancy pants or anything. And then also we've got to bind the signatures into this folio. So I'll do that in, you know, a separate video, only because then, well, yeah, it just works better for my filming schedule, to be honest. And, you know, all of that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. So yeah, the doily just peeks out, just a little bit of peekage. And then I'll go into the edges with my art glitter glue in a minute as well. So that's that. So I'm happy with that. And then I thought just to jazz it up a little bit, just add these on, and I think that's going to look really nice. Just, oops, glue those down. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and get all the ephemera in, and then I'll do some intricate gluing after off screen, and then we will come back and finish this project off and get the notebook done and the signatures in and all of that good stuff, because I need to cut down the pages and everything as well, and I just sadly do not have time today. So that's that. I've glued that. Normally I have the wings, like, you know, not all glued down, because I like them to have, you know, look like they're actually flying, but because it's the cover, I'm best gluing that down. So that's that, loving that. And then for the closure, I've got this really lovely crinkled seam binding, which is like peachy tones, kind of matches this rose, and I'm thinking that tied with the bow in the front is going to be, you know, just what I need. Okay, so let's get some ephemera in. So I've got these pieces. A lot of these I've made on video, and it's just a case of me getting these in. I've made these in the Secret Garden series. So with this one, so this folds out to have a pocket and a pocket, and I've got a journal card and a tag in there. I think because of the size of it, I'm going to glue it all the way down. Like, this could be a side tuck in itself, but because it takes up so much of the page, I'm not going to. I'm just trying to decide what glue to use. I think actually I'm going to use the beacon, just because it's quite a heavy piece. So I want it to have the movement to get it in the right place, but I don't want, but I want it to be strong, so that's why I'm using this glue. I don't use this glue very much, but I use it when I want, yeah, when I want things to be down there well and everything. So that's that. So I hope you like this little project. I've enjoyed coming up with that. I'm sure the idea's been done. It's nothing new, but it's one of those things where you can just come up with all kinds of ideas yourself by just having a bit of a play with envelopes, and, you know, seeing how they fold and where they fold, and, you know, what you can do with them. Okay, loving that. Now on this page, I got a bit what's the word? I got a bit torn between two options. So I've got this decoupaged playing card, and I liked the deep colours to pull out some of these deep reds over here, and I like the 3s with the 30 and all of that sort of stuff I like. But I also like this. This is a cluster that I made, but I was thinking I could turn it into some kind of pocket, and then we would have this in there. And it's one of those things, still a day later, I'm still torn. So I'm going to come back to it, and hopefully I can make a decision by the end of this video. Okay, so I've got one of my circle belly bands, made these on video. So I'm going to just glue a little part of this, because I didn't want to cover up this pretty paper. And it kind of looks, when nothing's in the pocket, it kind of looks like the page behind, all that collaging from the paper is the stuff in the belly band, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, these types of things are just how my mind works. So I like to share them, and I know lots of you do like to hear my thoughts on things, because well, I find it interesting, and I know some of you do as well. And then I thought I need to back this as just paper, but thinking to have that as my tag, maybe, just to bring in some of the grungier, for it not to be all like, you know, baby pinks and stuff. Just keeping an eye on the time, because I don't want to take too long. Okay, and then I've got this piece. So this folds out for some writing. Just don't want to cover that. It's the same dilemma I had yesterday. As soon as I put the papers down, I was like, I don't want to cover it up. But I do want to use some of these things. And obviously when you have something in the pocket, that's all going to be covered up anyway. This is going to have potentially a signature in here, so I'm still changing my mind over things the next day. I mean, my goodness me. Right, this is slightly shiny, so I'm going to use the beacon. So I'm just going to glue that on 3 sides. That's it. And then you'll be able to use this as a writing spot, but also a pocket. I know, I'm covering up the pretty paper, I'm so sorry. But I have to glue something on top. I mean, I don't have to, it could just be the pretty paper, but the point of this little folio was to use some of my ephemera up, because I just have too much of it, and yeah, I need to get it used. So that's that. I'm not pushing them all the way down because I want obviously that glue to dry, but that will go something like that. So this is technically the back, which I'm going to come back to because I might do something with it, because I did like this cluster in the middle. Equally, I could just put some decoration on it, so I'm going to come back to it. Okay, so I've got this pocket. So this is, we made this on video, I think. I was using up floral book pages, that's what that video is. So this is an envelope with a side, you know, the envelope itself is open for this. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing down as a pocket, I believe. Right, let's take that out for a minute. So this one I can just use the art glitter glue. And I think this side will have a signature in as well. I'm thinking just 5 sides, like 5 pieces of paper for each signature, because it's not massively, it's not a massive folio. As I say, I might need to put spines in things, but we'll figure all that out when we come to put the pages in. Just for now, I wanted to show you the idea, get the pages matted and get the ephemera in, and all of that good stuff. So that's that. So why does that not want to go in now? I didn't glue the actual envelope, did I? That's really strange. I don't know if it's that gluing things down makes the envelope. I don't know, what am I doing? Let me look at what I'm doing. That's so strange, I tell you. That has lived in there the whole time and now it... I don't get it. I do not understand. I didn't glue the inside of the envelope. Sorry, that really confused me. I think it was just part of the envelope was sticking up. That was very strange. Okay, I don't know what I'm putting in there just yet. That was very strange. And then I thought, again, I don't want to cover up the pretty paper, but I thought we could have a belly band. And I know these two sides don't match very well, but obviously we're going to have the signatures in. So I just want to, I'm going to give it a little ink very carefully with the just what's on my dobber. I realise I haven't inked that one, but that's okay. Okay, and then this is a belly band. So just glue that. There we go. I mean, really, I might even put papers in all sides of it. You know, if I did less papers in each section, like we could have pages there, here, and here if we really wanted. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Yeah, don't know what I'm putting in there. And was that for in there? Maybe. Okay, right, what am I doing here? Am I going with a cluster pocket or a playing card? I like both. I ever so slightly prefer this one. So this was on some sturdy book page. So I think it's strong enough to take something light, like a small kit tag. So I'm going to stick with where the strong book page is. That's it. And just glue that on 3 sides. I could have backed it with something, but I didn't want to add more bulk for this small folio. And like I say, I'm not going to put anything heavy in it. I just really like how that looks. And I don't even have to put anything in it. It could just be a decoration, couldn't it? Just gonna get some glue under there. So I hope you like how this is coming together. I think it's so sweet. I love little projects like this. They're so fun to make. Right, I don't want that in there. I want that in there. That's it. Might go in with some extra glue on the sides just to catch some of it, but I kind of like that it looks like it's not really down and stuff. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And then this was supposed to go in here, I think. But I don't know how I feel about it, so I might do that. And then I'm not covering up those pretty flowers, I'm just adding to them. I don't know. I don't know. Something. It's going to be something like that. I just need to figure out what I'm doing with the pockets and putting them inside them, which is always my downfall. And then we've got the back here. Now, whilst I'm thinking about it, I don't know. I've got something in my head, so I just want to have a quick peek at whether it will work. I think I might have some kind of like label or word or something on this page. I don't know if necessarily this one, I was thinking something longer, So I just wanted to look at that whilst I had it in my head, because otherwise I end up forgetting. Okay, so that's what we've got. It's looking quite chunky, but I think we're okay. So we've got the seam binding closure, oops, which I'll sort out later. So there's our cover, pretty. And then we've got our pocket and this. We're going to have a signature in this part. I might put a signature in this part, but I do quite like all of that together. So I might not, I might keep that and then put a signature here. And then we've got a flip up writing spot, pocket, a belly band, prettiness there, a pocket, another pocket, and a belly band. I mean, we've got heaps in here, haven't we? And I like the fact that it feels a little bit like one of those infinity journals where you can do it this way, or you can open it here and then open it this way. Like, it kind of messes with your mind a little bit, doesn't it? But I really like it. Okay, so that's the video today. I am going to disappear now and yeah, cut some papers down, and we'll do that on the next video. And I will also decide what I'm going to package this up with, because I want to make, because you won't get very many papers in here for writing on, I want to package it up with a standalone notebook, which I'm going to make from envelopes and then have papers inside. So I'll get all that sorted before the next video, and I will catch you on the next one for finishing this and getting the set ready together. So I hope you like the idea. I hope you like it. It's so pretty. And I'll catch you on the next video, hopefully. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.